What up, beautiful people? This is your boy, the one and only Aaron Jordan, Mr. Know Your Worth himself, and you're tuning into Revamp the Podcast. Guys, in dating, and the decisions that we make in dating, in our relationship life, there are consequences when we don't make the right decisions, or we rush our decisions, when we actually get in our own way and make a decision based on the now, instead of actually thinking about it, processing it, and actually getting to the point where we can have a clear and concise mind, where we can decipher good judgment. We make a decision that in the end there are consequences for that decision. When I say there's consequences for the decision that you make in your dating relationship life, and hell, even your personal development life. When I say that, I mean that, and I say this all the time. When you have not gotten to the point where you can actually heal properly, when you got to the point where you have not gotten to the point where you are in a position to command the value that you're worth, every decision that you make according to your dating life, there are going to be consequences for it. Now, are those consequences going to be bad, or are those consequences going to be good? Oftentimes, when we have, like I said, when we have not gotten to the point where we're healing properly and releasing ourselves of our emotions or our old emotional wounds, the outcome of those consequences is like we're packing emotions on top of emotions on top of emotions. So how do we get to the point where we can decipher good judgment and get to the point of being able to make those good decisions where the consequences or the results of the decision that we make can be good in our favor? Guys, I preach this all the time. You have to be in a position to be able to decipher good judgment, be able to decipher between the bullcrap, be able to decipher between whether or not you are in a position or mind frame to be taken serious in your dating life. I tell people all the time, if you're not in a position that you're serious and want to be taken serious in your dating life, do not get involved, or do not bring on other people in your space and waste their time, because your time is your most valuable asset. Your time is the most precious thing in life, because we can't get it back. So guys, when you get to the point of being able to face your hurt, face your pain, and face those demons that you have in this space, ask yourself, what would be the consequence of me moving on before it is time for me to move on? When we get to the point, we ask ourselves those hard questions. Ask ourselves, not having other people to come into our life and ask those questions for us. When we get to the point of being able to ask ourselves and think about the position that we're putting ourselves in when we make those decisions about moving on before we are actually ready to move on, and think about the consequences of that, I think we'll actually be in a better position to take our dating life, relationship life, just our life in perspective more seriously, taking into caution who you actually have in your space. Because the thing is that sometimes people are sent distinctly and specifically to latch onto your anointing, to distract you from that next elevation, next progression in life. So I ask you guys, before you get to the point, or I say this to you guys, before you get to the point of moving on, ask yourself those hard questions and think about the consequences of your decisions. This is your boy, Aaron Jordan, Mr. Know Your Worth himself, and you've been tuning into Revamp the Podcast.